Hello guys, I'm so happy that you're back. We're going to do a full beat today. We might as well just get started. Eyebrows first. It is my Pink Honey. Just spray a little water. Firmly go around the inside. Get it on all your brow hairs. I usually go like this, just for good measure. Does anybody else not do their brows first? Or what step do you do first? It was like against my every will to do my brows first when I first started. I was like, how am I gonna do my makeup around my already done brows? Melissa. I'm going to laminate them down this time. See, minus the redness from rubbing firmly. So there those are. Complete. We will complete them with, so I'm going to use the pomade. So I have the Anastasia brow pomade in taupe. Just, woo, not that much. Getting some on the brush and then the cap. Remember, I do mine messy, then clean up. Because I took forever to learn how to do my brows. So technically you're supposed to hold or go from, say, holding something right here, little dent on your noses or whatever it's called, I don't know, for where your brows should begin, and then if you turn it in through your pupil, then that's where your arch is supposed to be, the biggest part of your arch, around that area. And then the same spot to the end of your eye is where your brows should end. Mine don't go like that, but that's the proper way to measure. Okay. Let's do. If you guys watched that last video, whew, she's a mess. I promised myself though. Good video or not, I'm not like here to be perfect, and it's gonna take me a while so to be comfortable and yada yada yada. But that one was extra hard because it uploaded all out of order and some were cut off and I'm not sure what was happening. That's alright. Hopefully some people got a good laugh, at least, I hope. That part I don't usually worry too much about. When I say to do this in the cap, that's, I want to just show you. So it gets off a lot of excess so that you don't necessarily go in so harshly, and then it gives you, woo, I messed it up, but anyways, you see it gets really sharp, flat. So it depends on what style brows you prefer. Since mine aren't the fullest, I don't really tend to go too much for a bushy eyebrow, just as long as I have a nicely shaped and filled in eyebrow, I will be happy. I wonder if anybody even got to the questions in my last video. So that should be okay for the time being. I gotta clean it up and then if you have really stubborn brow hair like I do, I've tried eyelash glue. They won't move, let me tell you, but clean it off around because it is glue. It seems as if brows is like one of the most requested. Yeah, like the most requested video, how to do them, how do you do that? Do some sculpting today. See, I'll just keep doing that for a while. I'm gonna do that. Zoom you on in a little. There we go. Now let me clean them up a little so I don't look like a clown the entire time. Something else that I do, I have a towel, it's damp, and I just clean them off as I go if I can. I'm not gonna sit here and do it, obviously, recording. I'm just showing you a little, I don't know what you want to call it, shortcut, tip, until I get around to washing them completely, which I try to do once a week. Boom. I'm going to show you today I had to go and get my bandage changed for the third time, and I just had it a week ago, so it's kind of hindering me a little bit and it hurts. So this is my foot before and this is my foot after. Two little screws in there, and it don't look pretty, and it takes forever to heal. Who gives a crap about all the rest of it? Let's keep going. I'm going to use my beloved e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Fair Beige, and I will put it on here instead of my hand. Maybe I'll just put it on my hand, it's faster. Okay, and then I'm going to take, okay, this is a Morphe M167 brush. Just going to take some of that concealer and clean them up for now. And as I've mentioned, I usually just drag this down so that I have my eyes primed also. A little closer. Don't want to scare y'all away, jeez. I don't know if you can hear the background music. I have no copyright, just like relaxation music on, just so it's not dead silent in here. So I want to do a little more concealer here. So that one I used the swiping. Oh yeah, look at freaking masks. I used the swiping. I'm gonna do a padding one this time. The whole point of the padding is to not go too fast. And I'm not too much of a fan of that because I spend enough time doing these bad boys. And then I'm just going to blend this concealer. A Morphe M173. It's just a blending brush. I don't want too much here because that will be a cakey mess. Make sure you get on the insides also. Okay, we've managed to get this far, so let's carry on. Wipe my brush off a little bit. It's so much harder to clean these when it's all dried on there. Sometimes I use this, that little bottle, I go through like water and then I can wipe my hand off also. I'm having a major brain malfunction at the moment. So today I'm going to use put it right there. I think that might, oh, that should be okay. You don't want it, you know, too far up, otherwise it's not gonna look right. And then you want them to kind of match. They're not gonna be the same, obviously, but okay, beautiful, huh? So I don't always do this. It's usually if I am doing like a real glam look, because this makes it so much easier to create the lifted effect and less cleaning up. Oh, and eyeliner makes like doing your eyeliner way easier if you want to make a little wing. Born to Run palette, untouched. Time to put her to use. Eyebrows done, eyes primed, tape is there. And to show you guys another little tip, trick, whatever you would consider it if you haven't known about it already. Morphe Jeffree Star JS5. It's just a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to go in Weekender.
Nothing big, but I thought you might think it's cool.
Oh, okay. I'll look.
I gotta read technically because I've forgotten something else.
I can never stay out. I could lock the door, but ain't that big of a deal. Probably make for some good bloopers or something, you know. So I'm just creating a light brownish canvas just so that shades blend more seamlessly. Okay, so I used the shade Weekender. It's not as big of a deal doing this shade because it's not really going to be seen much. Yeah. I have no idea what kind of a look I'm going to do, so then we're just gonna wing it. Detail brush by Moda. Next. Moda Pro, I guess. Okay. Bye. Going into windshield wiper this into my crease. Man, I should have done a halo eye. Well, we're going to pack the color on. Went in a little too far with that one, but that's okay. I didn't blend it all the way either. So let's use, we need like a shimmery, on an SL Miss Glam brush, short shader, in to ignite. This I want to use to create the middle halo eye. Not really. We'll get something going one way or another. Yeah. Thanks. Told you. If you watched my last show video, you would know that I got some very nice gifts from my boys, hubby and boys. I always get, what is it called? Creative block or something every time I want to do an eyeshadow look if I don't plan it out first. I would just wipe all this off and start over and do a halo eye. Blend it out with a brighter color. So the fluffy brush, it's called Still Shot. Let's see what we can do here. And that's not doing me any favors either. That's a pretty warm color. Try to use some of this. Whoa, yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Champagne pop. You can feel it hitting my face. Nice orange toned eye look. I'm just using the old Becca, yeah, champagne pop. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm going to make a slight wing. I'm waiting for my BoxyCharm so we can do an unboxing. No, I like it that way better, but I went further on this side, so I feel like I'm having a little bit of issues because not going anywhere, masks, you know, all those excuses. But it's hard to want to get all dolled up for sitting around, you know. Yeah, I probably should have stopped like right here, and then I will tightline in there. Like this. Morphe M432 black. Lightly brush away any fallout, or it's just going to did it anyway, smear. Dang it. It's just gonna be the way it's gonna be for now. Once we get the rest of the face going, take the tape off. See that crisp cut line. Take this off because this is not an area I want darker than it already is. It's not my favorite, not what I anticipated, and certainly not the best, but we're going to use it anyway. So I got my damp sponge. It is the Juno & Co. sponge. I promised myself I wasn't going to forget that. I used Estee Lauder last time. Time before that, I used Too Faced Born This Way, so let me grab a different one. I'm trying to kind of rotate my stash when I do these. So I have this Marc Jacobs one, but I'm not going to use it. The Matte and Poreless from Maybelline 118 Light Beige. That will be coming. Elf will be coming. This is a fabulous deal. Pump and all. Glass packaging. Good finish. What I wanted to mention about this is when I'm done with this, the reason I don't have the pump on my Estee Lauder one is because this pump fits the Estee Lauder bottle. So when I'm done, I'm going to put this pump on there. I prefer foundation with a pump, just for sanitation purposes, and it's easier. So typically when I do my foundation, I mean really when I'm like in a hurry, I'll just put some on each side and then start going. Well, that's what I'm going to do. So this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 in 00 BB Nude. First, with a brush to distribute it around. Oh Lord, I didn't need no 2 pumps. Well, I said full beat. I don't go in with my sponge right away because those suckers suck up a lot of product. There goes my eyebrows already, not being hair. I don't want to make a lot of weird faces when I do my makeup. I realized that when I watched my own video. And my hair, don't mind that either. Okay, and then it's damp. Too much up here. Like always, Blend, blend, blend. Does anybody else's nose get runny when they do their makeup? Beauty is pain. I told you that I do like, I have a little book for videos I want to do and ideas, and like when I think of something different than what's already out there, or even at least like a name or a title to a video or something. Ones that I have so far that I want to do are a one side affordable, one side high-end, showing all my stash. Just a sculpting and highlighting video. Where did it go? See, I always have to go back and fix them again before I'm done, so that, other than that, is pretty good. When I just distributed the foundation around my face, I used this Morphe Y6, one of my favorite foundation brushes, and then, oh yeah, I told you my Juno microfiber sponge, which I get wet with my water. So now, highlight and conceal. This, one of my favorites, obviously it will love. So I'm going to use, we're going heavy today. Not too much, yeah, that's too much already. So that's the Jeffree Star Concealer in a shade too light for me, that is C2. So I'm gonna, my foot, blend that out first. And this is why I didn't do my lower lash line yet. So we're just using this to brighten and conceal, if there is such a thing. Oh, the other video idea was my skincare or skincare favorites. So where your smile lines are, Cupid's bow, nose, make sure that's fully blended out, or you will be having some cake face going on, or have to touch up lots. I almost always have to have my hair up while I'm doing my makeup, because otherwise it's just in my way. Okay, that's good for now. Looking beautiful, ladies and gents. I gotta get that down pat. Not boys and girls, not guys, ladies and gentlemen. There's a few different ways you can contour your face. I will start with a general rule of thumb. I'm going to use this Real Techniques 301, I guess is what it is. Usually dip it in like 2, it depends on how much I want. I'm doing this like full beat though, so don't be alarmed. There. Just like to make a good mark of where I want, approximately where I want it. I never understood yet, how people could have it on their jawline, because I don't know, I always get a line when I do that. I'll figure it out sooner or later. A good general way to do contouring easier, or if you're having struggles, is to do like 3, but I don't normally go too much down here. I like to do this, so they think do the fish lips and follow where the hollow is, because highlighting is to brighten and bring out the areas, and then contouring is like to make a shadow or make it appear that way. Sculpt the crap out of your cheeks. Probably should have bronzed my face before doing this, but as you can see, she's on. A littler brush for my nose. My nose. I wish I could play like good music. Okay, so let's just create a more sculpted nose and all around just definition, so it doesn't just, you know, when you just have your brows and your foundation on, you look like, I don't know, you're half alive or something. On the bottom of the nose, you want to go like this, that little dip that I was showing you earlier about how to measure to do your brows. That will make your nose appear smaller, slimmer, I guess, and it'll keep coming together, don't you worry. Miley, don't you worry. Girl, I got you. Here's a little extra on here. Yeah, and then I have to blow my nose, and then it's like starting all over again sometimes. Okay. So, the reason I don't do, even though that's pretty accurate, is because I just start at the top of, like, my ear tingle. That's my guide. I don't generally do the 3. I mean, when you do it, it looks stellar. It definitely sculpts your face. But I just can't get it so that it doesn't look like there's a line there, like if you're looking from one side, and it rubs like on my jacket and stuff, so I don't know, I'm still learning that part, I guess. I know what to do, but there it looks much better. Thoughts and opinions. What should I do different? What do you do different? So that was my Revolution Ultra Cream Contour Palette that I was using. Yes. My next famous little shindig. Ow. Sorry. A little bit more difficult with this. I should probably show you. Rcma powder. It is no color powder. Lots of it. But there's a reason. Wet Beauty Blender. This is when I make a complete mess. But sculpting your contour. Yeah, lots of people say don't forget to dab the, you know, little bit of foundation that you have left on your sponge or brush on your ears so that your ears aren't like red in comparison to the rest, but that's like the last thing I worry about. Nobody's ever said anything about it, so I don't want to use this for under my eyes, so I want to use something else. The Ciate London Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. And then like just a smaller brush. This is the Luxie 1010 Small Contour. I never really go by what it says the brush is for. I just use it for what I like to use it for. I have been trying to drink more water. Well, I'm always trying to drink more water. This is just a Wet n Wild brush. I suppose you would want to pat instead of rubbing. If I bring my contour too far down, then, but I still want the end to come to, you know, kind of smaller. I make it more dramatic sculpting when I'm gonna wear my hair down, because half of it you won't see. Sometimes I will just put a thick layer on those areas and let it sit. You can see how it creates definition, brightness under your eyes. So what next? Put some of this through my brows ones. I keep thinking of what other video ideas I wrote down so I can share them with you. Oh, you probably want to see what I'm doing, huh? Might help Melissa. So ever so lightly. With Benefit Give Me Brow. It's a mini size. Give Me Brow. Does it even have the shade on it? Oh, 5. Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. And it's got a 5, so 5. I want to show you this pattern. Ready? Oh, man. So pretty. I need to get to using that. So since we have a warmer look going, I guess I could do my lower lash line first. I'm going to try to do it with a flatter brush, Morphe M432. Doesn't always work for me with this brush for whatever reason. If it doesn't, then I'll change it. I'm going to go first with black. Tap the excess off. So you also don't want to put your hair right up on the corner, because you want to be able to connect them like right there. Otherwise it's not going to be like very seamless. Oh yeah, I'll still have to like smoke it out with a different brush. So that one I got a little outside of the lines, so so I will show you. Just a that's on my hand. It's just a disposable little wedge. So then you take some of your powder on the end edge. Guess it doesn't really matter, but and it's that simple. I hope you can see. I'll just leave it there for a little bit. Make the other side match. Other than it's showing you my wrinkles more. So they're pretty dang even. And I showed you how to fix another mistake. I'm going to try to blow out my lower lash line a little bit more. Because it just looks too much like a charcoal eyeliner. I smudged on it for whatever reason. Once we have lashes, should be looking pretty stellar. One of my favorite waterline is the ColourPop Cream Gel White. And I don't always do them in this order. I don't really have an order, depends on the day. So, if I look up my niece is messaging me that she's gonna do a video for her YouTube channel. I can't wait to watch. So I'll have to do it again. It takes a little bit because I had black on there, so. And this is getting really low and it's broken because I use it so much, so I'm probably gonna need to get a new one. Where'd she go? Okay, it's a Too Faced blush. It's a baked blush, so it takes a long time to use. It's the It Cosmetics Radiant Foundation brush. So people won't, I don't put it that far. Because I want it to be more lifted. I always put a little on my nose. So I can't. It's on there. It's pink. Not directly under your eye. Neither, because then you're gonna take away the highlight and brightening that you did. I suppose I could put my ring light up for next time, but when I'm gonna record a long video of lashes, there are a few tips for making them a little bit easier. First of all, these are 5'3" Ardell, maybe. Don't have it, so I can't really tell you. This ever so thin lash band. The thinner it is, the easier it's going to be. Okay, well, you start at the beginning. You always want the wispier or longer side on the outside. It will look very goofy if you do it backwards. So this side is longer and wispier. That will go on the outside. Make sure it fits your eye, because if it goes too far over here, it's going to drag your eye down instead of up. And you just trim it if you need to, but trim it from the wispy end. They get shorter so that it looks natural. I'm just gonna see it. Pretty sure these fit my eyes pretty good. Yep. Duo lash glue. Can you even tell? It's like halfway long. Knowing the wispy end and not trimming to fit your eyes, and the thinner the band, at least if you're like new or having trouble, will be easier. And then this duo glue is one of my favorites. Put it across the entire band generously. Do not try to put it on your eye right away because it will not work. Give it a minute, well, like 30 seconds. The point is you want to apply it when it's still just a little tacky. There we go. Look down. See, it's not picking it up very good, but mascara would be better. Also, peeling them off with a tweezers from the wispy end. The longer end, the end. And they're the same size, so I do not need to cut. Freaking cats and dogs. Love them dearly, but Lord, we could have a Build-A-Bear up in here with a husky, an all-white Siberian husky. And let it dry a little. Look down. The glue dries clear, so we don't freak out about that. See, it's still drying. This is wing liner and lashes are things that come with practice. So there is no easy. It might get a little frustrating, or might not work very well the first few times, but just keep on trying. Because I'll tell you what, they normally don't go on that easily for me. But I also usually use more dramatic lashes, which are harder to get to see. You can see I need to clean them. That's going to be another video. These lashes are insane. Look at how fluffy. It's like, they're like 3D, so to speak. It's not just like one layer. Compliments all the time. Probably should have curled my lashes a little, but I didn't, so that's fine. I like to push it down with my regular lashes, and then if there is a little bit of seamlessness up there, just go over it with your liner or your shadow that you used. Mascara. This is just an Ulta mascara that I need to use a couple more times before I declutter it. Ulta Beauty Plush Drama. It's very big and messy, so it's not my favorite, but and I just like wiggle it back and forth to get my regular lashes mixed in. Brought it to life. So remember, let the lash glue dry for like 30 seconds before you try to put the lashes on. So it's not gonna work. Mascara that I like, Buxom. I just like this brush because it's got such tiny little fibers, whatever they are called. So we're gonna go down here with this one I just move it back and forth carefully. Try not to get it on my skin. If you get some on your skin, leave it alone until it dries, or you're just going to smear it in more places. You let it dry, you still gotta like slightly scrape it off, but then that one little spot to touch up versus smearing it all over and having to start over. So I just like to wiggle it back and forth to get through all of my lashes. There are falsies for the bottoms too. I have some, but I only use them when I'm doing like crazy Instagram look or something. Follow somebody's tutorial or something. And that's just one coat on the top and the bottom, so we'll let that simmer for a minute. Okay guys, well, I just threw on some lipstick. It's ColourPop Lippy Stick in Aftershock. See the halo eye a little bit better, and how the wings were created with the eyeshadow, and I left it a little more dramatic so you could see blush, contour. So I wanted to do my hair, but it's not gonna happen because my foot is just throbbing. I can get it open. So I guess it turned out okay. Orange isn't normally my color, and I have a pink shirt on, so but I'm a sucker for these pink. Of course, it doesn't pick it up as well. Shimmery, but I'm a sucker for glosses. Some cover color pink life to your lips. I tried glosses, liquid lipstick, and some cover to me that was the worst. Life to your liquid lipstick, not like a dry lipstick. And I'm gonna go and load it on. Like I tried the Anastasia liquid lipstick, and check out what my little niece did. Liquid lipstick I've ever used. She's been texting me, so I gotta respond. Take all my makeup off. At least we made a full beat. Do some skincare for once. I've been trying to do videos I'm gonna go differently, so there's less editing for me to do. With my foot up. So I just check out what my little niece did. My hair up in a messy like a mess. Make me look a little bit normal. I've been filming, so I gotta respond. I usually curl those away, so then my hair's pretty long. Take all my makeup off. And actually, before skincare, I go, there's one thing I need to do. Maybe a little more editing or whatever needs to be done. Rodeo drive. I've been trying to do videos differently, so there's less editing for me to do. Is a must for me. Except for that video yesterday was a nightmare. That was after I worked on it for 2 days. So and my wrinkles and my pores and everything. So dang close. Jeez. So I just have my hair up in a messy bun, and I just a little bit of highlight, which I always go overboard with, but I love it. Wow. Lifts your nose a little bit, make me look a little bit normal. But yeah, I usually curl those away, so then it makes sure my hair is pretty long. Cupid's bow stand out a little bit more. But can't decide if I want to do what I usually do or what. And actually, before I go, there's one thing I need to do because I can't go without doing it. And I was like, I would set my brows with powder and leave the powder on them. Rodeo dry highlighter, and then lightly go over them with the microfiber again, or I know some people are like, oh, a must for me. Highlighter. I'm like a highlighter whore. I love highlighter. You just keep putting it on and on. I didn't know what highlighter was in high school. That's a long ass time ago, but did not know. So fan type brush or a tapered brush. Seeing my wrinkles and my pores and everything because texture so dang close. Jeez. I never thought I would, but here I am. A little here between the contour and I did not powder my entire face like I usually do. A little bit of highlight, which I always go overboard with, but I love it. Lifts your nose a little bit. We're just jumping into a sloppy a little bit more of the orange. I'm fluffy type brush, a setting spray, and then I have a little fan. Before it dries completely, I go over my whole face. It makes your makeup look seamless for whatever reason, and makes it stay on if you have a good one. I would also go over my lashes with mascara, 3 or 4 coats. It looks fine. They're subtle lashes. We did pretty damn good. So I thank you so very much for joining me. I hope to see you again real soon. So I don't know why I don't thank you for warmer highlighters. Spread the word. I usually go for a cooler one. Hopefully it's good. I think most people go for warmer, but yeah, enjoy your weekend.